Hi everyone, today I'm going to do a video on the new filter, an Eheim Experience 150. I'll show you what's in the box, how to set it up, how to put it on your aquarium, and then I'm going to swap it over for my Ecco Pro and show you how I'm going to run that with Eheim Ultimate Filter Media. Okay, so what do you get in the box? You obviously get the Eheim Experience filter. In here you have two trays, so I've pulled these out already. One tray contains 2 layers of this filter pad, which is quite good quality. I think this is similar to what they use in the Ecco Pro. You also get a filter floss pad. Now the instructions say that this goes on top of the filter baskets once it's in there as a final polishing layer. Now you could do that. I mean, if you look at some of the Pongo's videos, he explains that really what you want is coarse, medium and fine filter pads to do all of your mechanical filtration before any biological filtration takes place. Now I'm going to try and do that by either putting this in the bottom of the filter basket. I've got a litre of Eheim Ultimate to get in this, so it depends on how easy it fits in. Where I'm going to try and work this out, so we'll try and sort that out later. You also get these rings, so these go on top of the tube that runs all the way through the middle. So the idea is the water goes down into the bottom of the filter canister, and then it's drawn up through the media, so through the pads, through the filter media, and out through the propeller back into your aquarium. So that's the kind of overall flow of this. Now you get a good 2.5 meters of 12 by 16 millimeter tubing. So it's the smaller tubing that they do with this one, because Eheim also have a thicker tubing module. But that also means that you get a nice pair of very subtle intakes and outtakes for the water. I'm not going to use this part. I'm probably just going to reuse the pipes that are already on mine because they're very similar. Interesting to note on the Experience, you get a larger intake. On the Ecco Pro it's a smaller intake. It could be for water flow, but I'm still going to see how it runs with the original one that's on there. You get sort of pads to connect it to the aquarium. These are sucker pads in there. You get like a hook that goes over the tubing once it's on top of this. So this is how you pull your tubes off the filter to do your maintenance. So this lives on top of the filter, and you literally just pop that back in there, lower it down, clip it into place, and then you can put the valves, turn the valves on, and that engages the filter so you can start priming it. And I'll show you that later. Then finally you get Ecco substrate filter media. They call it substrat. It's very similar to substrate, but anyway, it's ceramic media that's really porous. Now on my Ecco Pro they sent substrat pro media, so you get better media in the Ecco Pros, which is interesting because this is more expensive filter. So this is the normal stuff. This was the one that was in the Ecco Pro. This is the one you get in the Experience range, at least in the Experience 150. Now I'm probably going to throw some of this in at the bottom of the filter. I'm going to give it a good rinse, purely because if I want to start a new tank, I've got some biological media that I can throw in the new tank, and hopefully it won't affect my cycle on either one of the two tanks there. And it's always handy to keep that. So with this extra space, you can do things like that. So quick comparison now between the Ecco Pro and then the Experience 150. The Ecco Pro will do a range of 60 to 130 litres, whereas this one, the Experience 150, will go from 80 to 150. So with the extra filter media and the actual space inside the canister, you can filter a larger aquarium on that. The flows per hour of the motors are the same, well, out the filters. However, this uses more power. This is an 8-watt motor, whereas the one in the Ecco Pro is a 5-watt. Whether or not it's newer technology or it's purely because this is a higher volume and it needs more power to draw the water through, who knows. This will hold up to 5 litres total volume of water, whereas the Ecco Pro will only hold 3 litres in total, and in this you can get 2.5 2.3 litres of media, whereas in the Ecco Pro you've only got 1.2 litres space in there. So they're both very compact filters. This, you can get more in it. The square shape allows you to get more filter media in there. Hopefully they'll both perform. I mean, the Ecco Pro's performed amazingly well on my aquarium. It's a 120 litre aquarium, and with the few modifications I've done with the filter floss on it, it's easily worked for that. So this might be even better. It's not going to be as easy to prime, and we'll try that out in a minute. Okay, so I've got all of the stuff transferred across now from the Ecco Pro into this Experience one. I've set it up how the manufacturer said, and I'm going to run it like this for a month, and then I'm probably going to swap it and move the pads around. So there is just a coarse, medium and fine pad in the bottom basket. Now what I've got is, this is the original pad, so when that's extinguished that'll be gone and I can change all the pads over. So this is full of Eheim Ultimate. It's probably one of the best sintered glass medias that you can get. There's loads of them on the market. I happen to choose this and I like it. So that's got all my bacteria growth in there. I also use a couple of other things, so I've thrown these in as well. I use a very small amount of carbon. I think there's a lot of controversy around whether or not you should run carbon in your filter. I do. I find that I get less disease in my aquarium when I'm running with carbon. That might just be coincidence and luck, but anyway. This is Ecco Purigen. This stuff is amazing. When I look back at the video footage, unfortunately my tripod wasn't really lined up very well, so sorry about the dodgy footage here. But basically it was way easier than I anticipated to prime. All I had to do was get a clean piece of tubing connected to the outtake pipe. Once it's on the outtake pipe, and assuming the inlet is in and submerged in your aquarium, you literally just draw the air through the pipe and you'll see the water go up and over the aquarium, and then it just starts siphoning straight into the filter. Once the filter's full, you can then start the filter going and job done. It was so much easier than I anticipated. It's all finished now, it's all set up. I've just done a water change and it's all running, and I'll keep you posted on how it goes over the next few weeks or months. I think overall the Experience 150 I probably prefer over the Ecco Pro, purely because it holds more filter media and that flow seems to be a little higher. Now if you don't like having to prime the unit yourself and you want a self-priming filter, definitely the Ecco Pro is the one to go for you. But if you want to get the maximum amount of media in your filter in a given space, then definitely the Experience is a good choice. So I hope you found the video useful. Please leave any comments, subscribe, like my video if you enjoy it. If not, put a thumbs down, and I'll speak to you soon.